All right. Does it ever stop? The critique, the attack, the nonstop narrative machine the Pharisees keep cooking up. Does this frustrate me? Yes. Yes, it does. So to recap, Jesus is about it. In this chapter alone, we watch Jesus perform a string of miracles. The paralyzed man walks, the woman's blood flow stops, the dead girl lives, the two blind men see, and then, fresh on the heels of all that, they bring to Jesus a demon-possessed man who cannot speak. And, spoiler alert, Jesus frees the man by casting the demon out, and the man is then able to speak. Look at that. Let's check it out in the Word. Matthew 9:32-34 tells us, as they went out, behold, they brought to Jesus a man, mute and demon-possessed. And when the demon was cast out, the mute spoke. And the multitudes marveled, saying, it was never seen like this in Israel. But the Pharisees said, he cast demons out by the ruler of demons. Of course they would. These religious leaders of the time just could not bring themselves to get past their arrogance and their pride that was more concerned with holding on to power than receiving the truth. That, look, the Messiah was finally here. So they ridiculed and retaliated against the perceived threat of Jesus. And like them, Jesus was Jewish. Like, where's the beef, fellas? Everybody's pumped about this, but them, who should be the most excited and the most joyous. Jesus said, I did not come to abolish the law, but to fulfill it. Like, don't worry, guys, all is well. But they were hung up on old traditions, and it locked them up and kept them bound to outmoded ways, to types and shadows of what God intended. Now was the time. Renewal, restoration, life more abundantly was manifesting, and they just wouldn't see it because that would mean that their standing might be diminished. It truly is just gross. Well, enough about them. Back to Jesus, what he did and what he tells you that you can and should do. Our hero, Jesus, is brought a demon-possessed man, and he casts the demon out in the power and authority that he has. Simple. And what happens? The man goes from being mute to being able, all of a sudden, to speak. I can hear it now. Oh, what a coincidence. No, this is the plan of God, and it's very straightforward. Follow Jesus, do what he says, what he did, and watch it happen. Just like that. We don't see anything here that indicates some separate healing process, but rather the simple deliverance from the demonic loosed this man's tongue, and he could now speak. This is freedom. The demon was holding this man back in more ways than one, and a very obvious evidence of Jesus' success is that the man starts talking. Imagine the freedom this guy felt. And now picture yourself being the agent of deliverance and freedom Jesus calls you to be when he said clearly back in John 14:12, the works I do, you will do also, and greater things will you do because I go to my Father. It's time. So don't be afraid. When God gives you opportunities like this, take them, confident that he will supply as he always does. And remind yourself regularly of your call to serving like this by picking up something from our shop. Visit andgreaterthings.com today and share the love. Take just a moment to like this video, would you? Comment and subscribe to this channel for the rest of Jesus' 37 miracles in the Gospels and much more. God bless you, and I'll catch you on the next one.